Yo. Okay, can we cut out?
Yeah, when you stare stuff, I'm like, oh.
Can you listen to this song? Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to Book Reviews with Duchess. My name is Huiti One, and thank you to everyone that has showed the channel love by liking, commenting, and sharing the previous content. It is very much appreciated. And to the new subscribers, I need you to know that every time you don't like, comment, or share the content on this channel, a unicorn dies. So this is our second video, and yeah, it's our second video, but it's our first book review because last week was you getting to know me and my relationship with books. So we are going to be reviewing Trevor Noah's Born
A Crime and Other Stories. In case you didn't know, it was written by South African-born comedian, philanthropist, and host of The Daily Show, Trevor Noah. I dare you to find a book that is comical, witty, educational, and inspirational. The book shadows stories from a childhood of a child who found humor in everything, and the twist is that the stories can help us regroup our lives. So, the first chapter introduces us to his mom, who I believe is the star of the book, and the type of mother she was, as well as who she was as an individual. The question now is, how was Trevor born a crime? Well, Noah's mom was classified as black, his father white, and Trevor colored. His parents' interracial relationship was illegal at the time of his birth, and that's where the title comes from.
Me telling you a bit about this book would literally be me spoiling it, and I don't want to do that, but I'll try to keep it short and a bit detailed, and then if you want to read more on it, you can always go for it. So the first chapter in the book is called Run, and it's very funny, and the beautiful part about this book is he uses comedy to make very serious and tragic moments to be a bit less serious, or he puts a lighter note on things. For instance, on the chapter Run, he and his mom had to jump off a moving taxi. First of all, that is very dangerous, and secondly, his mom jumped off a moving taxi with two kids. One was a toddler at the time, so imagine how dangerous this is. But when you read it in the book, it's almost like you're watching a comedy show and you're supposed to laugh about it. And then we also have a chapter called Trevor Pray, where we are told about how his grandmother loved to have Trevor pray because she believed that a white man's prayers were heard more than a black man's prayers were. This says a lot about how black people were conditioned back then, and you have to love his family. Honestly, I told about how Trevor was born and the relationship his parents had, and I feel like throughout the book you get to know a lot about Trevor's mom more than you do about Trevor, which when I got to the last chapter called My Mother's Life, chapter 18, I was like, but Trevor, we've been reading about your mom all along. I'm just supposed to be saying my life on this chapter, because the book has always been about his mom, and I feel like, yeah, the book was about his mom. She was the star of the book, and Trevor was just the sidekick or whatever.
So what I liked about the book is how it was full of truth with a twist that is dark humor in the best ways intended. And I also liked how every character in the book was someone you would find maybe in your circle or in your hood or wherever. And I also liked one specific chapter that I liked was the Cheese Boys. I liked this chapter most because it was full of truth. It was full of truth, and every character mentioned in the chapter is a character you can find in your own household, your own street, your community. So, what I liked about the book is how it was full of truth and dark humor in the best way as intended. I also liked how every character was relatable and were people you would find in your home, friendship cycle, or community. A chapter I liked the most was The Cheese Boys. I liked it most because it was full of truth and every character mentioned in the chapter is someone you can find in your home, school, or community. In fact, almost every chapter in the book. The stories were also relatable, and I think I liked that more about the chapter more than anything. My favorite quote in the book reads, "I don't regret anything I've ever done in my life, any choice that I've made, but I'm consumed with regret for the things I didn't do, the choices I didn't make, the things I didn't say." We spend so much time being afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, but regret is the thing we should fear most. And I believe that I love and relate a lot more with this quote because I don't want to live a life full of what ifs and if only I took that opportunity, XYZ would have happened. I am not about that life, so I love this quote.
What I didn't like about the book, there's nothing that I didn't like about the book, but there's something that I didn't like that is in relation to the book. So this book is going to be adapted into a movie, and Trevor's mom will be played by Lupita Nyong'o. Why isn't his mom played by a Xhosa woman? I think that's my only problem, because I grew up in South Africa, but there are a lot of words that I cannot pronounce in this book. Not necessarily a lot, but you get me. What will Lupita do? Balance me. Yes, the only thing from PR person to PR people in his team, it will get them publicity.
Because Lupita has the influence and the reputation. Her career speaks for itself, but let's be realistic. How will she be able to pronounce certain words? A whole Sundikhela is hard for me. What will it do to her? They need to revisit this. I personally believe that she will not tell the story the way it needs to be told, and she will not do justice to the role. I believe it needs to be revisited, and someone more deserving deserves it. No bad blood with Lupita, I'm just saying, from the perspective of a person who would be willing to watch the movie and that has read the book, another problem I have with this book being adapted into a movie is it being turned into a movie. Reading this book gave me Everybody Hates Chris vibes. I was looking for something like that, maybe a mini-series. A lot of people love the audio book, so maybe Trevor could do the narrations. They should really look into this.
So I really enjoyed the book, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, we've just reviewed Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. Next week we will be reviewing Chameleon Aura by Billy Chapata. I really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, and share my content because a unicorn will die. And thank you to everyone that saved a unicorn last week. I love you guys so much. Thank you and bye.